too light?
The US dollar is an important currency that's widely used by governments and members of the business community across the globe. It is also a major reserve currency in East African countries. The Ugandan shilling has lately continued weakening against the dollar, with the recent rate standing at 3,240 shillings per dollar. The currencies of Uganda's neighbors, particularly Kenya and Tanzania, have not been spared either. The regular fluctuation of the exchange rate has also prompted economists to predict a further drop, which could ultimately affect ordinary salary earners.
The people are losing power to purchase. Therefore, either you reduce the quantity of the consumption, or alternatively, you go for substitute products.
The depreciation of the shilling against the dollar invariably leads to the general increase in prices of goods and services in the country. According to Trading Economics, an online website that provides data on inflation across the world, the rate of inflation in East African countries last month stood at 5.3 in Tanzania, 6.8 in Kenya, 7.5 in Burundi, 4.9 in Uganda, and 1.6 in Rwanda. Rwanda has managed to contain inflation below 3.5%. Besides managing to contain inflation, Rwanda has made significant strides, especially in development, considering the special economic zone that has become an envy for very many investors in the country. The GDP of the country is also rising every year, something impressive for a small country.
We have now convinced some of the farmers with small farms to see how they can do land consolidation so that you can grow specific crops, but on a large scale, and do it in a modern way.
Rwanda has also registered an increase of 950 million francs in its gross domestic product, which is slightly over 4 billion Ugandan shillings.
Food processing and beverages also grew by about 7% and 5% respectively. And services, the 8% growth in services was quite impressive. And of interest, we see the information and communication technology aspect continuing to perform quite well.
A number of factors in the region's economies have contributed to the rise in inflation.
In a speculative economy where, prices are not monitored, if I can say, the danger will be, that poor citizen who can hardly afford some commodities, he won't be able to do it.
Political observers fear that the Ugandan economy will experience more inflation as a result of the money that may be spent in the forthcoming presidential and parliamentary campaigns. Suhail Mugabi, NTV.
Sabuni, powder.